Even after 16 years of travelling to Japan, it's still exciting to visit new places. On this trip, I thought the highlight would be our day trip through the spectacular Japanese Alps with 13-foot snow walls, and it was stunning, you can see in my video. But the best place was this small off-the-beaten-path village. If you want to avoid the crowds in Japan, it's the perfect place. We're also hunting for locations from the anime film Your Name, Kimi No Na Wa. Tell me in the comments if you've seen it. I love that film, so I was excited to see the locations in real life. Let's see how many we can find.
Here's our train, it's just the local train.
Hida Furukawa is just 17 minutes from Takayama. It's so quick to get to on the train and much quieter than Takayama. Most tourists don't go there and they're missing out. Thank you to JR Central for providing our rail passes and hotel for this portion of the trip. I used the Alpine Takayama Matsumoto Area Tourist Pass. There's also this one, the Takayama Hokuriku Area Tourist Pass, that would also be perfect. That one includes Kanazawa, Kyoto and Osaka. Both of them last 5 days. We're just trying to find the coin lockers. Oh look, there's swallows up there. We found them. And cash corner. I think a small locker's going to do it. That's 400 yen. They're quite deep, so you can fit more in than it looks. I've got a whole video about how to use coin lockers if you want to know more about them. I think it's locked. Oh, the stamps in the Tourist Information Centre. Oh, and here's some information about renting bikes. That's so cheap, it's only 300 yen for 1 hour or 1,000 yen for all day. Commemorative stamp, yes. There is another stamp, 5 minutes walk to Machinaka Tourist Information Centre. Can you hear all the swallows? I've never seen so many swallows as around here. They've got a map of spots related to Your Name to show you where to find them all, and there's a stamp. They've also got a date stamp. Looks like a festival float. If you don't have a stamp book, they've got special paper to stamp. First stop is the street with the koi carp. It's a very short walk from the station. Are they expecting food? There's a dispenser for koi carp food. 100 yen. It's an honesty box. I was hoping we'd be able to feed them.
Oh, really? Looks like bread.
Bread? Dried bread?
I would have thought that's okay, but they know better.
That's what they provided. Oh, that must be a local sort of currency, saru bobo coin. Oh, QR code payment app maybe.
Oh,
a local one.
Yeah.
They are all collecting like they're expecting some food.
Hello.
Hello fishes.
Got some delicious baguette.
Oh. None of them have eaten it so far. They're so big. They're so bad at catching the food. That's cute. I'm not doing the dip your camera in the water thing from TikTok. I spent too much on my camera and I don't trust my phone to be that waterproof. But this street really is gorgeous and we loved feeding the koi carp. There were so many and their enthusiasm definitely outweighs their skills at actually catching the food. Go on, who's gonna get it? You can also see koi carp in the street like this in Shimabara in Kyushu and Gujo Hachiman also in Gifu. Look how quiet it is. This is a weekday, but I'm not just waiting till people have gone to film videos. There really was hardly anyone there. Everyone goes to Takayama and this is less than 20 minutes away. We found another section of koi carp, so we're going to feed them too. No fish go hungry today. I'm gonna get splashed. The koi street goes over there and around the back of the temple. That's the street we just walked along. I thought it was just one street. The canal's still used today for fire prevention. 1,000 carp. There's a crafts museum, Ichinomachi, a candle shop. The Setogawa Canal, that's where we've been walking along. Enkoji Temple, that must be the one we went past. A museum of art. Please feed me. We definitely will. This tourist map's actually really useful. Over here, the castle ruins. It says this is where the carp from the canal spend the winter. Volunteers moved them all out of the canals we saw and into a lake at the castle ruins because the canals would freeze. It's too shallow for them in the winter. So we're just checking out places for lunch because I don't have anywhere in mind at the moment. As it happened, we were right next to this cute local restaurant. perfect timing. Look, there's a whole page of vegan dishes, no animal derived ingredients. There's also plenty of non-vegan dishes. I don't know what this is, looks interesting. And this is the Muslim menu here.
Also have a prayer room if you're Muslim.
Oh yeah, there's a prayer room as well. Wow. These are the sorts of menus that I kind of fear in Japan if you go into a small restaurant, because you've got to know a lot of kanji to have any hope of reading them, and Google Translate is not going to be able to do its job on handwriting style fonts like that. But luckily they've got a regular menu as well that's got English on it. Oh, there's the koi nobori on display. They're really big ones. Phil's having a beer. And she brought us a plate of Japanese pickles and sansai. I think it's a wild vegetable. Here's my sansai soba. Phil's got the beef croquette with Hida beef croquette. Hida beef is the local high-quality Wagyu beef, like Kobe beef, but for the Hida region, which is northern Gifu. And the soba noodles are made using local buckwheat. I notice people are especially proud of the local produce in this region. I've also got some of these guys. Looks like it might be seaweed.
I'd have thought so.
Do you think? Let's give it a try. It's not seaweed, it's not jelly.
I'm really struggling to say
The
what that is.
texture is strange, I'm not sure what that is.
It's quite nice though, isn't it?
Maybe it's a different type of seaweed?
This is the beef croquette, lightly battered on the outside, really nice filling. Rather than like a big beef steak in there, it's just small chunks. So you get different bites, different textures, different parts. It's really tasty.
She just brought these around to everyone in the restaurant. Very crunchy. I think it's fried noodles maybe. Noodles made into a crisp.
Yeah, I'd say it probably is.
Nice.
Oh.
The bill was 3,100 yen, which I think is pretty good value for a lunch where you got had a full meal and those little extra dishes she brought along. This is where the restaurant is. It's in the festival square. Looks like they have some stalls here sometimes. It looks like for 100 yen you can go and bang the drum. We just translated this. It says make a wish. What's the other thing? And bang the drum?
Make a wish test, hit the drum. Yeah.
This is the okoshi daiko, a drum used in the Furukawa festival in April. I couldn't resist. When else would you get the chance to try it out yourself? It says, don't climb on the drum. I'm definitely not about to do that. It's quite satisfying. That was worth 100 yen.
Did you make a wish?
I did.
What's the wish?
I can't tell you what it is. There's one more section of fish to feed. It'd be rude if we had dinner and didn't feed the fish as well. We're just taking a walk down the street that's parallel to the street with the canals with the carp. There's lots of old buildings down here and a few more people are starting to arrive. We got here quite early, about 10, but it's still nice and quiet and peaceful. Oh, there's one of those sake things. Maybe it's a sake brewery.
Sake shop. For sure.
Oh yeah, sake shop. There's all the sake barrels by the sign and they got lots of sake for sale. This one was the gold winner in the Challenge 2017. There's another one across the street. What are these guys doing? Do you think it's something to do with brewing sake? In this vending machine. What's Kumamon Green Tea doing over here? He's from Kumamoto. We're a long way from there. And we're at the Machinaka Tourist Information Centre where it said there's another stamp. This is a picture of the festival. This looks lively. And here's some models of the floats. They look cute, they're small. Oh, these decorations are so pretty. I've seen them sold in some shops, but really you need a lot of them. I think one wouldn't be quite the same. And here's the stamp. They've got special paper for it here again. These are two big stamps. Oh, there's this one as well.
3.
Wow, this one looks like it's got fish on it. Koi love. Oh, because koi means love, like in koi carp. 20th anniversary of what? Oh, it's the street with the carp. That's nice. Little's going to have to go on the next page. Is that the drum? It's got some radishes and carp. Maybe radishes are a local thing too. Yeah. Where should we add ours? There.
That's not on the tree.
There's not much space on it. That one's not on the tree, though. That makes a nice arrangement. We just spotted the red bridge that was on the map. Let's go and have a look. Up there it says London is 9,409 kilometres that way, 5,846 miles. And they've still got their carp streamers out, that's nice. And what is this? Is a statue from Studio Ghibli. What's that doing here? Some people think it's difficult to travel in Japan outside of the main tourist areas like the Golden Route. But this town is so welcoming to tourists. There's a tourist office at the station. There's one here in the centre of town. They've got maps. People in the tourist office are always really helpful. There's English menus and lots of walking routes and maps pointing out spots that are interesting. Here's a cute tiny garden outside the shop, a mini moss garden. I'm not sure what it says. It's something to do with your name. Hello, Tanuki. Oh, they've got a soba dish named after Kimi No Na Wa, your name. Here's a big your name poster on the side of this. And here's some posters for the festivals. They're in April, 19th and 20th of April each year. This is the Sakura gift shop. It's on the Your Name map. I'm not sure if it's featured in the film. Maybe it's just got some products you can buy. We're definitely going to go to the shrine though. You can do a braiding experience like the braids in Your Name. It's 1,800 yen and it takes 30 to 40 minutes. There's a prayer room in the Sakura gift shop as well. You can buy sake cups like in the film Your Name, and there's braids you can buy. I think this is the local mascot. There was a cutout of them at the station. I decided to have a go at the braiding experience. Here's my bracelet. You can make a bracelet or a keychain. That was a really good experience, and the lady sat with me the whole time, making sure I didn't go wrong. Oh, well spotted. This one. It's quite hypnotic doing the braiding, especially with the twinkly music in the background. And it's just like the one in Your Name. It's a really nice souvenir of being here in Hida Furukawa. Sometimes I think, why would you do a make your own experience like when people make their own plastic food models? Because I think if you make your own, it probably won't turn out very well and you could just buy one that's perfect. But it is more of a memory and an experience to make your own. You could choose from a choice of colours, so of course I went for pink and purple, matching my hair. Here's my braid in there. Hey. Arigato. The ladies in there were really friendly. They spoke a bit of English, enough to explain what to do, and I think through showing you and little words, it's easy to understand what you've got to do anyway. They were really nice. We've got Monaka ice creams. Look at this cute paper packaging. I've got green tea and red bean. Phil's got strawberry ichigo. We come to eat them sitting with the fishes. They're definitely going to be begging for fish food in a minute. And they were from this cute shop on the corner. I thought it was a plant shop when we went in, but they've got that Monaka ice cream sign outside. Look at the cute cat sign. It tastes a bit like ice cream cone on the outside, and then the ice cream in the middle and the red beans. We were confused by this packaging that looks like you put it in the oven. That can't be right. This is really strong matcha flavour ice cream. It's really good. Feels using the change from the ice creams to feed the fish again. These are the most well-fed carp today. Right, we're coming up to the bridge. The map said there's a fantastic view from the bridge. I like that little waterfall there. Must be nice for the people who live along the river. Next, we're headed to the first location from Your Name, and it's a big one. It's on the edge of town across the rice fields, and cycling's more fun than walking, so we hired bikes. We've cycled up to Keta Wakamiya Shrine, which is the shrine from Your Name. They've got some storage garages for the festival floats here, and a couple of them are out on display. Look at the gold. There's one round here. They say Mitsuha's shrine in the film is based on Hiei Shrine in Takayama and this shrine in Hida Furukawa. And we'll be finding several more Your Name locations today too. That you can see over the rice fields from up here. That's where we're headed on the way back. Let's go. I was just enchanted by all the rice fields in Gifu. They're so picturesque, and this is something I'll always remember. Just look how gorgeous it is. Definitely one of those Japan bucket list experiences. This is nice and quiet for cycling out here. I was worried I'd feel like I was going to fall in a rice field because I'm so bad at cycling, but it's actually fine. This is where we hired the bikes from. It's the Hida Furukawa Festival Exhibition Hall. You can hear the festival music outside. You can also pay to go into the exhibition hall itself. This is another thing you can do around here on a day trip. They've got bikes that go on an old railway line. It's called Gatango. I just realised this is where we were earlier. That garage is where I banged the drum earlier, and the exhibition hall is just behind me. So this is the exhibition square. It was only 300 yen to hire each bike for an hour, which I think is really cheap, or you can hire them for all day for 1,000 yen. I am so bad at cycling. I'm really wobbly because I hardly do any cycling, but I enjoyed the bit through the rice fields because it was a lot quieter there. An hour didn't seem like very long. They've got 2 maps of cycling courses that you can do. One of them's supposed to take an hour, but we didn't really make it round much of that at all because I wanted to cycle up to the shrine from Your Name. So you could easily do longer than that on the bikes. There's a few more Your Name spots to find, so let's head back towards the station. I think this is another spot from Your Name. It's Hida Furukawa, and that's where they sat on the... Don't step back. I've got the canal right behind me, and that's where they sat on the bench outside having some gohei mochi. I've really enjoyed our day here in Hida Furukawa. On first glance, it kind of seems like there's not that much to do, but we've filled up a day easily, and we're only really leaving because it's time to get the train. I probably could have spent a bit longer. I would have hired the bikes for longer and gone around cycling more, and there are other things to do as well. It's a really lovely, pleasant place to be. I've loved seeing the fishes, and doing the braiding was really fun. That makes a really good souvenir. It's a really calm, peaceful place, and the people here are really welcoming. They've been really friendly to us. So I think more people should come and visit Hida Furukawa. To get here, we took the train from Takayama. It was only 17 minutes. It's only a couple of stops on the train line, on the local train. I suppose you could also come from Toyama. It's maybe an hour and a half from there. We got here at about 10 in the morning, and it's about 3 p.m. now, so that's how long we've spent. But you could spend a bit longer easily. Hello, Tanuki. Bye-bye. We'll see you again one day. It's so quiet. It does seem like a bit of a sleepy town. Here's the taxi stand outside the station, which was the inspiration for Your Name. That sign in hiragana says Taxi Noriba, taxi stand. This festival looks nice. A visit to 3 temples event. Ah, and there's the Fox's Wedding. I drew that for my calendar. We have a lot of festivals here. Maybe that's why the candle shop was on the tourist map.
Yeah. This looks like Otaru, like when I went to Otaru, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, that was magical.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And this is the overpass by the station. It's right next to the station. Let's go up for a view of the trains. Well, that's good. There's a slope for bikes.
A lot of people are taking photos.
Or keep your camera inside the window. You don't want to drop your camera on the tracks.
We obviously have a lot of people taking photos.
You'd expect anime locations to be crowded, but we had this all to ourselves. There was no one else there, so you can get as many photos as you like without queuing up. There it is. I think that might be our train there. Hope it's not ours, as it's just gone. There's even water running down the middle of the train tracks. No fish in that one. They wouldn't like that. Here's the mascot of Hida Furukawa at the station. I did my best to recreate the shot from Your Name.
黄色い点字ブロックの内側までお下がりください。まもなく列車が参ります。ご注意ください。
We're on the way to Toyama for the night for an early start on the Takayama Kurobe Alpine route, a day trip through the Japanese Alps ending in Nagano. That's in a separate video. The train to Toyama takes 1 hour 15 minutes on the JR Hida Limited Express. It's just as scenic as the train here from Nagoya. It was exciting seeing the mountains in the distance, knowing that's where we might be headed the next day. I hope you liked this video and could see why I enjoyed Hida Furukawa so much. It's such a relaxing place, and these little experiences, while they might not seem all that big or impressive, made for such a lovely day. If you're looking for off the beaten track places to go in Japan, this would be a great choice. I'll see you next week with more Japan videos every Thursday.